Let's take a look at today's bias. Let's get it. G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Jimmy Trades. Thank you for joining me today. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a good week so far. Having a look here on the calendar, I have heard on the rumor mill there definitely won't be CPI this week. Although it still says tentative here today, we shall see what happens. The government shutdown isn't quite over yet, although it's very close to being over. So we might not see CPI this week, which is sad. I really wanted to see CPI actually have some high impact news for the drive that market a little bit. Alrighty, let's move over to the daily on NQ. Remember guys to use code Jimmy for Apex accounts and code Jimmy Trades for your Tradeify accounts. And be sure to smash that like button guys, and feel free to drop a comment. Alrighty, on the daily, I do feel that we will continue to move in an upward direction today. We've got a nice open where we've come a little bit lower, so we've got a small wick here and we've started to expand higher, and I think that expansion will continue at least up into this bearish gap here. What I do like, and the reason I got this bias, is we could not close through the equilibrium of the previous day here yesterday. So Tuesday's candle came down, we reacted to the equilibrium and then pushed higher. So for me that's quite bullish, and then we've, as I say, we're expanding higher today, and I do like the current candle. So this is our target area up here. ES, definitely the stronger of the assets right now, or of the pairs, but also continuing in that bullish fashion. We could see that, you know, yesterday we closed with a bullish candle versus NQ, which closed as a bearish candle. We continue to push higher here. Same thing today with ES, a nice candle that's expanding. We've got a smaller wick to the downside, and we're continuing to expand higher. You know, where we've got some failure swings here for price to reach for, and then failing that, if we, you know, get some real momentum today, then we could push, or at least look towards new all-time highs. I'm not saying we'll get there today, but it's looking good for longs at the moment. Moving over to oil. Oil finally did something yesterday. We had some sort of a move out of this range down here. However, we are still in a range overall. We need to, ideally, if we can break this level here, that would give us a nice bullish change in the state of delivery on the daily. And then we could run our projections off of that and give ourselves a target area up here that'll, you know, align nicely with this high. But we need that closure first. Now, price has opened and moved lower straight away. I like that we have virtually zero wick to the high side. So looking at this as a devil's mark, that's where I anticipate price to move toward today. So I'm still bullish here off this move yesterday. We're at the equilibrium of the previous day right now, and we're reacting to that. So very much like the way NQ did yesterday. So from here, I anticipate that we'll see previous day high, and then from there we could look for this high. And that will, if we can get the close, like I said, give us that daily bullish change in the state of delivery. So that would be quite good to see for oil. Over to gold. You know, bullish day yesterday for gold, not really that decisive. A little bit sideways really as far as the day is concerned. We did close above previous day high. And with that said, anticipating that we'll do the same thing today. So looking for previous day high as our draw liquidity or low hanging fruit. Although it is a fairly indecisive day so far. And so we did move lower here on Dixie. We came straight down into this bullish FEG and we respected that level as well. We didn't quite come down to this level. So if we can close above the previous day open here, then I would anticipate we'll continue to push higher. We've got a bearish gap up here for price to, potentially draw towards. So that's where I'd be looking for today. Let's see if we can get previous day high and then close above this level as well. Look for price to continue to move higher from there. We've got that inverse correlation with Dixie here over on the euro. Didn't quite get up to this level here. All right, but that's what we were looking for. We have been unable to close through this very tiny bearish FEG, and we did close back inside the range of the previous day. So there's our insight to order flow. What have we got? Low resistance liquidity through here as well. So I'd anticipate, with this nice wick to the high side, that we could see an expansion day today and look for at least the low. And if we're going to go that far of the previous day, then why not take these other lows? And we've got this bullish gap down here for price to look to react to. Pound, keeping the same idea that we had here from yesterday, looking for price to come down into that level, and it looks like we might even do that here at the moment. So keeping the same process. Jumping over to crypto, and there's no trades to review from London on NASDAQ. I didn't get an opportunity to get to the charts really. Wednesdays are a fairly busy afternoon for me, so unfortunately I wasn't able to get to the chart. So nothing to review there, and I haven't really even had a look back at them yet, to be fair, at the London session. Here we are on Bitcoin. We did come down into this gap. We have closed through that gap. I feel like this might be a bit of a false move higher here. Let's see what happens at the EQ, which is where price is at right now. So that's the EQ of the previous day. We'll see how price reacts there. We're really going to need to see a close through the open of the previous day if we're going to, potentially see higher prices. But, we came into this gap, pushed down into this gap. Realistically, I still think we might head lower here. Not that I want to be saying that, because I really do want to see higher prices, but that's what the chart's telling me. Similar idea with Ethereum rather. We're at the EQ of the previous day right now. So like that with Bitcoin, we want to see price close above, at least get above previous day open. If we can push past that level that we're at right now. Failing that, likely see price move lower, and we're starting to put in some low resistance liquidity through here as well, and that's where we can anticipate price to head toward. All right guys, take care. Thank you for joining me today. Be sure to smash that like button. Feel free to leave a comment. Use code Jimmy, of course, for your Apex evals, and code Jimmy Trades for Tradeify, and we will see you over in Trade Foundry. Bye for now.